Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 2000 points, Drukhari versus Tau Empire. It is the start of Season 8. We will begin with the channel champions from last season, the Tau Empire, but they'll be up against a revamped Drukhari army here, out to prove a point in this fight. We're fighting across this abandoned Imperial terrain, but it'll be in this sector that the Tau Empire will try to withstand a Drukhari raid. Right, so welcome to this 2000 points game, Tau Empire versus Drukhari. Very excited about this one. Drukhari have been away from YouTube for a long time. They've been shelved for a while, but I've revamped the army, introduced some new models, and excited to be using them once again. We thought it'd be nice to have them swoop onto the channel at the very start and take on the Tau Empire here. So there's a new league format coming for Season 8 just to freshen things up. They're going to try and push for a lot of armies to play an equal number of games just to really have a good balanced mix of games for everyone to see this season. As per usual, half the games will be here on YouTube, and then the other half of Season 8 will be over on the Plus channel. So 2000 points of Tau. This is chapter approved 2019. Some points reductions has meant I've been able to add in an extra broadside here for the Tau to that unit just over there. So at this point, before I get stuck into the list here, just going to mention the patrons at gold level. Thanks to their supports, Marcus Anthony, Paul Cook, and then two new gold patrons here, so special thanks to them for signing up, Alex Stillwar and Nicholas Lucas as well. So at gold level, you get names shouted out in the battle report. You can check out the end credits for those names there at silver level, and thanks also to those supporting at bronze. It's a Patreon page that I've set up, and all the proceeds go to my local Wargames club, SSWG, and it helps them create new and exciting terrain projects for our games of 40k. So it is a brigade detachment here for the Tau. Nothing's changed too much in this list, just expanded the size of one of the units here for chapter approved. They won all their games last season, so this is the standard for other armies and factions to try and beat this season. So for the brigade, HQ choices, it's Commander Ghosttide here, quadruple fusion blaster for him. As the relic vectored manoeuvring thrusters, so after he moves, he can then move another 6 inches. He has a Ghost Hawks Among Us Warlord trait, so he gets a guaranteed 6-inch move when he advances as well. He's able to move in and out and shoot, so that living up to his name of Commander Ghosttide, and he's proved quite useful. One of the more successful Tau commanders that we've had for this faction on the channel. It's a Cadre Fireblade with a Markerlight, and he is carrying the Pure Tide Engram Neurochip. So he or a model near him gets a reroll at some point in the game. Then he's able to harvest command points as well. An Imperial, another HQ choice. There is a fourth HQ. I need 3 for a brigade, but there is a fourth one. It's Commander Longstrike, just over here. Smart missile systems for him, 2 Seeker missiles, and then the railgun on his hammerhead. Then for troops choices, you need 6 for brigades. There's 2 units of breachers over on the left-hand side. 2 units of 10, no other upgrades for them, just their pulse blasters. 4 strike teams, all with pulse rifles, and no upgrades for them. 4 units of 10. Then for elites here, 2 firesight marksmen with their marker lights. And then 2 ghost kills here. Each of them has 2 stealth drones. They're armed differently. The first one, just here, Cyclic Iron Raker. Double fusion blaster for him. Double fusion blaster for the other one. And it's the fusion collider weapon for that ghost kill. They both have target locks. They're able to move and fire heavy weapons without penalty. Then for fast attack, to fulfill the 3 slots required, it's 3 units of 4 shield drones, and they're usually designated to protect the back line of broadsides here. So now it's unit of 3 here with double plasma rifles, and then the heavy rail rifles for these, and each of them's carrying a Seeker missile as well, and they have velocity trackers, so +1 to the hit rolls against units that can fly. So that's going to be very useful here in this game against the Drukhari transports and flyers as well. 2 broadsides here with high yield missile pods, double smart missile systems, smart missile system for each of those, and then a Seeker missile for them as well. And advanced targeting systems, an extra AP -1 with the weapons when they shoot. And then finally, that's 2 heavy supports, and the last heavy support is Hammerhead number 2, and he's configured exactly the same as Longstrike. That makes up the brigade here for the Tau, so plenty of command points for them to use. So that's the list for the Tau. Aaron Allen's going to take command of these. He's used them plenty of times last season. He's led them to victory before, so a good solid commander to take command of the Tau for their first game of the season. And I'm going to run the Drukhari here. We'll see if we can crack the Tau here in this game. We'll take a look now and see what the Drukhari have in their new revamped list. Alright, so 2,000 points of Drukhari here. It's great to see them back. They've fallen out of favour for a while. I haven't been using the Drukhari for quite a long time. Played a couple of games with them on the Plus channel last season. Very enjoyable, and that spurred me on to get the list revamped and to paint up some new models to add into this list. So some new characters. Drazar here, Master of Blades. He's been added in. Painted up another Void Raven Bomber to fulfill the Airwing detachment. Some more Venoms as well. And Succubus. I'll go through the whole list here, but very happy to have painted up some new models and to completely refresh the Drukhari. They're now ready for war as we start the new season. So the structure of this force here, it is a double battalion detachment and battle forge, and also an air wing detachment as well. So 14 command points in total, then -1 because I've taken an extra relic here for this list. So battalion number 1, it's a Cabal here, Cabal of the Black Heart. So their power from pain, they'll count as 1 round further on than usual, and then the inert to suffering ability, that's 6+ to ignore damage, is conferred to vehicles. So all the Venoms, they're all in that detachment. The Raiders, Ravager, the Airwing detachment comes from that Cabal as well. So they're all going to be on 6+ to ignore damage coming through, just to try and add a little bit more durability to these Drukhari vehicles. So to fulfill the battalion, HQ choices have 2 Archons here, so it's the father and son combination. There's this one just here, Agonizer for him, and then Blast Pistol, Agonizer and Blast Pistol for the other as well. This one's the Warlord. His Warlord trait is Cabal of the Black Heart, Labyrinth Cunning. Whilst your Warlord is alive, roll d6 each time you or your opponent uses a command point. You gain 1 command point for each roll of a 6. So just the possibility of bringing some extra command points with that Warlord trait. Then the other Archon, the Sun, He has Writ of the Living Muse. It's a Carball of the Black Heart relic for the Archon. Reroll wound rolls for friendly Carball of the Black Heart units within 6 inches. So he's acting like a Space Marine Lieutenant almost to help out with Drukhari firepower. So that's the 2 HQs to fulfill the battalion. Then for troops, units of 5 warriors. Never used to take these. They've been brought back into the list here. So each one, unit of 5, and then one of them's armed with a blaster, and that's repeated for all 5 squads. They all have venoms with the splinter cannon, double splinter cannon for each of those transports. So that fulfills the first battalion here. I've also got a Ravager in that battalion as well, with 3 Dark Lances. Then the 2 Raiders, 1 and 2, they're in that detachment, and I've given them disintegrator cannons for them. Then going on to the second battalion, it's a Witch Cult. It's Cult of the Red Grief, so units are able to advance and charge. They're also able to reroll their charges as well. So HQ choices for that battalion. It is Drazar, Master of Blades. There's a Succubus here as well, with the Glaive, and then doesn't have an Agonizer. It's got a Blast Pistol. Then that Glaive I've taken as a relic. It's the Blood Glaive, so it's a better Glaive that's available for Cult of the Red Grief Succubus models. So that's those 2. Then for troops, it's 3 units of 5 Witches. There's a unit here, and 2 units over there to go inside that Raider. That helps fulfill that second battalion. All armed the same. So Shardnet and Impaler, one of the models is equipped with one of those for each of those squads. And then the Hecatrix has a Blast Pistol and Agonizer as well for each of those squads. In that detachment as well, unit of 5 Incubi, then 3 units of Reavers, 3 units of 3, and in each of those squads is a blaster as well. So that fulfills all the requirements for the 2 battalions. Just checking the list here, these 2 Archons aren't armed with blast pistols, they're armed with blasters. It's an option you can take from the index for each of them. The last detachment is the Airwing detachment here. It's 2 Void Raven bombers and then 1 Razorwing jet fighter as well. So Void Raven or Void Lances here for the 2 Void Raven bombers. I've paid the upgrades to take the missiles on them as well. And then with the Razorwing, just the 2 Splinter rifles or double Splinter rifle. For that, the missiles have been paid for, and then 2 Dark Lances on that flyer as well. But that's the list here for the Drukhari. A tough test for them for sure, but they could cause an upset here against the Tau. It'll be fascinating to see how successful they are against this Tau Empire force. So that's the list here. I'm not sure if we have played this combination before on the channel. 2 very, very different armies here. Drukhari, very quick, but quite a glass hammer army here. The Tau Empire, blistering firepower available from them. But these 2 sides are about to collide in this opening game of the season. We'll go on to scenario and deployment next for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario here for this battle. It's taken from Chapter Proof 2019. We're going to work through the missions here. So it's mission number 1 for Eternal War. It's Crusade. There's 6 objectives on the board, and it's Spearhead Assault. So Aaron's elected to be the defender in this game. That means he's got to choose his deployment zone. So he's gone at this end of the board, and he'll be looking out across in this direction. Drukhari will be at this side of the table. So fighting from end to end here in this game. So objectives here, there's actually 6 of them in this game. There's one just here, just at the tip of the spear for the Drukhari. There's one here in No Man's Land next to the Stead Terminator. Then there's one just tucked around here. It's just outside of the deployment zone for the Tau. Then swinging around, this is the view Aaron has up the board. There is an objective just inside this crater, nicely inside his deployment zone. Then across here, again in No Man's Land, there's an objective just tucked here next to this building. And then finally, the last objective is just there inside the Drukhari deployment zones. So the objectives are very evenly spread across the board. Both sides having objectives inside their deployment zone, and then plenty to fight for in No Man's Land as well. So first strike Linebreaker and Slay the Warlord available in this mission. And then for these objectives here, they're all worth the same. From the start of the second battle round onwards, at the start of a player's turn, if you control an objective, you pick up 1 victory point. So very straightforward this first mission here for Chapter Approved 2019. It's just a case of getting on top of these objectives, securing them, and then bringing in the victory points. So this maybe suits the Drukhari to some degree, to be able to move out quickly across the board and pick up points. The Tau can't hold back for this entire game. They'll need to move out aggressively and try and secure a number of these objectives to keep the points flowing in. We'll go on to deployment now. The Drukhari must deploy first. They're the attacker, and then Aaron will deploy, and then the Drukhari can choose to go first or second, and then seize the initiative is available. We'll go on to deployment now. Start alternating placing units on the board. Right, so the battle mat that we're using in this game, it's from gamemat.eu, 6x4 in size, rolls out nice and flat, put the terrain on top, and then stones and scatter just to blend it all in. It's this mouse mat material, it's nice and soft, figure friendly, and quiet when rolling the dice. And then some of the terrain that we're using in this game as well is from gamemat.eu as well. These larger terrain pieces. These pieces here stacked up on top of each other is from their industrial terrain set as well. So check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and terrain for your games of 40k. Alright, so we're on deployment here. Aaron's still finishing up with the Tau. Drukhari have deployed their entire army first here. So I could play Screaming Jets, but because of the end-to-end deployment zone here, I've elected to keep the flyers on the board and maybe try and use them as a distraction here for the heavy guns from the Tau. So Razor Wing just in this corner, Void Raven Bomber in the middle at the back, and then the other Void Raven just tucked in the other corner. I haven't put them together, just trying to avoid the possibility of explodes results here. So I'm just keeping the flyers away from each other for now. And then the bulk of the Drukhari force, there's no reserves off the board. Everything's on the table here, deploying right up to the edge, the tip of their deployment zone. So Venoms, one just here with the Carbolight Warriors. This one has the Unit 5 Witches inside. There's another one just on the right hand side. This Raider here has the Incubi, Archon, the Succubus, and then Drazar Master of Blades as well. The other one just here has the 2 units of Witches, and then the Ravagers just here, 2 units of the Reavers, and then the 3rd unit for the Reavers is just over there. Then the Lamians, the 2 bodyguard models here for the Archons, they're not inside the transports, so I'm going to use those to hold on to objectives. So one of them is just tucked in here. The second in command Archon is just on top of that objective as well. I want him outside of the transports to grant the reroll 1s to wound for the firepower, and the other Lamian is just over here guarding this objective. I want to use those cheap character models just to secure those as the rest of the army potentially moves up the board. So I've rolled up here for combat drugs, +1. I've gone for randomization here, I'm starting to regret that now, but +1 weapon skill on these. This unit here is +1 attack, +1 toughness for this unit of jet bikers, and then +2 to leadership for the smaller unit, which is inside the Venom. Succubus is +1 weapon skill, not going to be any use. +1 weapon skill for the one on the right hand side, and then +1 strength for the other unit of 5 inside the Raider. So Drukhari deployment is complete. Aggressive stance from them. I'll take a look now and see how the Tau have deployed in response. Alright, so deployment's complete for the Tau. Unit of Breachers right at the very edge of their deployment zone. Unit of Breachers just here. So Aaron's starting to form a gun line here and keeping his heavy guns at the back. The Fire Warriors here, strike teams, 1st rank, 2nd rank, another unit here, Cadre Fireblade in amongst them. One of the Firesight marksmen just on top here with a pretty good view across the board. There is a fair bit of line of sight blocking terrain here. That's the Tau trying to deploy to see through the gaps as much as they can. There's a heap of drones on this right hand side, all in range to protect these especially. So broadsides here forming 2 ranks. Then Commander Ghost Tide on the right hand side, just here, that character hidden away. Unit of Fire Warriors on top of this objective, getting ready to harvest victory points, the 2 breaches on the left, and the 2 hammerheads across on this side as well. So the tower was spread all the way across the board and really have split into 2 main groups, the infantry and broadsides on this side, and then the ghost kills and hammerheads on the left. Alright, so deployment's complete here for both sides. The Drukhari will go first, unless Aaron sees his initiative. I've already asked him, he does want to. So here it comes, needing a 6. Oh, 4. Okay. Drukhari will go first here. We're going to open the season. Season 8 will begin with a move from the Drukhari. We'll go on to their turn 1. A chance for them to make an initial strike here as their raid begins. Turn 1 coming up next for the forces of the Dark Kin. Alright, so we're on turn 1. About to do our move here, but there's been a bit of espionage taking place here with the Drukhari. So Aaron elected to take prepared positions. It's stratagem being played. We've used Agents of Vect. It is 3 command points. When Aaron played that stratagem, he rolled a 6 to gain a command point. That was from the Archon with his warlord traits just over here. Then Agents of Vect played. You roll a dice. If it's a 1, Aaron's able to go ahead with the stratagem as normal. On a 2 to 5, the command points are refunded and it can't take place. Then on a 6, which is what we rolled for that as well, Aaron has lost those 2 command points. They have been taken away, and the prepared position stratagem has not been allowed to be used this turn. So no cover granted here for the tower. Drukhari wanted to make their firepower as effective as possible. But Drukhari, quite straightforward. We need to get ourselves into position on as many objectives as possible and try and weaken this tower force as much as we can here on this first turn. We'll go on to their movement now. Alright, so movement's taken place for the Drukhari. They've swung around on their right-hand flank. We'll go around to that side of the board in just a moment. A few units here began to push forwards in this direction. So Jet Biker's going on to this objective along with one of the Venoms, a unit of Carbonite Warriors inside. The Ravagers shifted across here. It's actually very well hidden from much of the tower firepower at this end, and it is within range of one of the Ghost Kills across the other side. Other unit Bikers has moved swiftly through, rolling a 6 for their advance, so 24 inches moved by them. The Lamians, the 2 of those, have sat on top of their objectives just on duty. It just frees up the rest of the Drukhari force to commit all units to the fight as they attempt to push forwards. So much of the Drukhari force has swung around on the Drukhari right-hand flank, pushing through in this direction. The Archon's buried in the middle of these units, just granting reroll 1s to shooting and reroll 1s to wound as well. 2 Venoms have moved up 16 inches, 14 inches moved by the Raiders. Unit Bikers has pushed through, making a 5-inch advance move from them. There's another Venom just tucked in here, the Razor Wing, and then the 2 Void Raven Bombers moving up as well. We're going to try and soften up the tower, especially on this flank if we can, with our firepower. That is movement complete. No psychic phase for either side, so we'll go now on to shooting phase next. Okay, so opening shot of the season. It'll start with a Venom. Here, it's this one just tucked in here. It's going to fire across. We're going to try and pick off some drones here. So this front unit of 2 stealth drones. 3s to hit, needing 4s for the -1 to hit rolls. And I can reroll 1s here. This is a good start. Okay, full house here. Strength, it's poisoned weapons, so 4s to wound. And I can reroll 1s for the Archon nearby. And it has helped. Okay, so that's the wounds that have come through. There's no minus on the AP. The drones, I will check if they're infantry. Don't think they are. If they are infantry, they get the benefit of cover here for this crater. Right, so 4s for saves here. That's very good. God, that's the opening save and throws of the season. Well done. Okay, so no damage caused. Trying to pick off the drones here before we start to fire at the ghost kills. Move on to the next unit. Okay, so going on to the next unit, just to mention cover, craters that you see on the board, infantry get cover save for that. Everything else is line of sight blocking terrain, except this building here. If a unit gets on top of that infantry unit, then they will get the benefit of cover. So this unit here, the rifles are in range for the Carbonite Warriors inside, and then also we'll fire the 2 splinter cannons into that unit of drones, trying to go after them if we can. Not within range 18, so just going to get 6 shots. Rerolling 1s again. And it's 4s for hits. 4s for wounds. Reroll that one. Okay, so 2 make it through. 4 up saves. Okay, 1 drone is gone. And then rifle shots here. 4 rifle shots. Reroll this one. It's poison, so 4s to wound, and reroll that one. 2 4-ups. Nope. Got him. Alright, so drones destroyed. That's from that unit there. So we're going to go to this Venom. It is within range 18, so we're going to fire the Venom itself. We're going to get 12 shots here because it's rapid fire 18. So we'll put those shots into the ghost kill. This unit of drones isn't in range to protect it, so it's just going to be -1 to the hit rolls against that. So yeah, we've got our 12 dice here. So again, it's 4s to hit. Rerolling 1s. These rerolls are useful. And then it's straight 4s to wound. And reroll that one. Yeah, so 4 saves. No cover, so 3 pluses. So I might be able to pick up a wound or 2 here. 1 wound comes through. Okay, down to 9 wounds left. So fire the infantry squad that's inside. The blaster is in range 18, so we'll put that into the ghost kill, and the rifles will go into this unit of drones. So 4 rifle shots. Rerolling 1s. And then 4s to wound for poisoned, rerolling 1s. This is all benefiting from this Archon just here, doing his job here, guiding the firepower. 2 saves of 4+. No, they picked off this unit of drones here, gone. The blaster next, needing a 4. Yes, against the ghost kill. A 3 to wound. Yes, AP -4. Aaron will take a 4+ invuln save. They do have invuln saves here for the shield generator. Not passed. It's going to be D6 damage here. It's going to take it. Here it comes. 5. Oof. Ouch. Ghost kill's in trouble. So we'll go to this raider. It's the one with the witches inside. Nothing in range from those models, but the disintegrator cannon. I'm going to put it into this ghost kill here. So again, 4s. Rerolling 1s. We've got the hits. 5s to wound though. Strength 5, toughness 6. I'll just check. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll roll to see what we get whilst he checks here. It's toughness 6. Yeah, just 1's made it through. And Aaron will take an invuln save to block this. No, 2 more wounds taken, down to 2 left. Alright, so we'll repeat with the other disintegrator cannon. 3 shots into this ghost kill to try and finish him off. Reroll these 2. The Archon helping out. 2 hits. 5's to wound. 1's made it through. 50-50 chance here. 4+ invuln save. Here it comes. No.
I will reroll that.
Here it comes. This is the command reroll. No, ghost kill gone. And a sigh of despair here. The torture has begun from the Drukhari. Okay, gone. This unit of Reavers, the blaster's out of range, range 18, but the rifles are just within range of this ghost kill. So 2 shots, and they've missed. That's it. So that's them done. So all the vehicles around here are finished. Pretty happy with the result. We've got this unit of bikers here to fire, and of course the flyers as well. So we'll go for 2 rifle shots firing through, and then the blaster as well from that Reaver squad. So 2 rifle shots, hit actually, and both have failed to wound. And the blaster, needing 4, has missed. That's the -1 for the electro warfare suit. Alright, so Ravager here, a bit of a boo-boo on my part. I've destroyed this ghost kill. That was the one that I positioned in range with the Ravager. But we're going to fire across here and try and pick off a few fire warriors. So 2 hits. 2's to kill them. 1's gone through. It's AP -4, so 1 fire warrior picked off. Alright, so onto the flyers next. We'll go for this Void Raven bomber just here. We're going to put all of its shots, including Shatterfield missiles, going to put it into long strike. So we might be able to cause trouble here because our firepower should be quite accurate. Reroll 1s to hit, rerolling 1s to wound as well. So the Void Lances. Double 6. Ooh, okay, 3s to wound. 6 and 5. It's AP -4. It's going to go straight through the armour here of long strike. So we're going to roll an immediate 2d6 damage, which is a 10. Amazing. Good result here from the Drukhari. Just pray they don't take you alive, Aaron. That's all I can say. Okay, right. So D6 shots with the Shatterfield missile. 6 shots. There's a chance here that we could do the unthinkable and bring down a hammerhead gunship in 1 round of shooting. 3's to hit. 2 have missed. 4's to wound, and it's re-rollable here. So we're going to re-roll these 3. Just double check it's re-roll wounds. Yes, I'm just seeing it here. It's re-roll all failed wound rolls. So 4's. You're going to survive. That's a shame. Okay. So 2 have made it through. It's AP -1, so 4 pluses. I knew to fail those 2. So you got 1 wound left. Yep, 1 wound remains on long strike, but horrific damage coming through from one of the Void Raven bombers. So the other Void Raven's going to fire. Going to put Shatterfield missiles again into long strike to try and pick up 1 wound, and then we'll put 2 Void Lances into Hammerhead number 2. So Hammerhead number 2 has been hit twice. 3's to wound. Ouch! If I can reroll that one for the Archon. No. And I'll command reroll the other one. That goes through. It's AP -4. D6 damage. 2 wounds taken, down to 11. So we're just catching up there with Aaron's Pure-Tide Engram Neurochip. Trying to get 6s for command points being used, but he hasn't managed to get a 6 yet to gain a command point this battle round. So Shatterfield missile to try and finish off long strike. This is the number of shots. 4 shots. 3's to hit. They've all hit. 4's to wound. Now here's trouble. 4 saves of 4 plus. Almost. Command points been used up, so can't try and block it. That's enough. 6 plus to explode. Almost. Okay, but long strike is no more. He's been destroyed here by the flyers from the Drukhari assault. We'll go on to the Razor Wing next. It's going to put its firepower into Hammerhead number 2. Now, we'll stick to... I was contemplating picking on some fire warriors, but we'll go after this Hammerhead here. So I'm going to put everything into it and do Shatterfield missiles again. So we'll do that first. D6 shots. 3 shots. 3's to hit. Reroll that one. 4's to wound. And reroll this one. Yep. So 2. And it's at -1. So 2 saves of 4 plus. Yep. You'll pass those. Okay. So it's down to the Void Lances next. Or Dark Lances here from the Razor Wing. So 2 hits come through. 3's to wound. Rerolling 1s. Yes. AP -4. Again. 2d6 damage. 6 more wounds come through. It's down to 5 wounds left on this Hammerhead. It's in trouble. Right, so that's the damage coming through. The splinter rifles out of range of any targets. So firepower from the fly is complete, but very, very useful here. Very helpful, this air cover that the Drukhari have. There's a bit more firepower left, some shooting across the other side of the board. Right, so these don't have line of sight. This unit here, can see this is the last unit for the Drukhari. Going to fire the infantry inside first of all. Going to put all of their shots. So we are in rapid fire range with the splinter rifles, and there is a blaster to fire. We're going to the breaches. Here with our firepower, so it's going to be there's going to be 8 shots here with the rifles, 4 of them in rapid fire range, 3s to hit, no reroll shenanigans though from here, 4s to wound. It's pretty good though, 5 wounds being caused, so saves a 4+. It's a good roll. Just the one. Okay, 1 breacher gone, and then we'll fire a blaster into one of them as well, which does hit. 2s for a wound. No. Yeah, we'll go for 12 shots now. This is the double splinter cannon in rapid fire range. We'll go into that breacher unit. It's needing 3s. So we'll take those misses away. And then we need 4s to wound. Yeah, another 6. Alright, so 4s to save. 6 of them. Okay. 3 more. Yeah, a 1 and 2 3s. Okay, so 3 more gone. And that'll mark the end of the Drukhari shooting phase. Bit of morale to resolve, really just for this unit here. It's taken 4 casualties, and that'll mark the end of the turn. No charges here for the Drukhari on turn 1. Yeah, morale's no problem. Rolled an 8 for these, but they are in range 12 of the Imperial, so that means leadership of 9. So morale's no problem. Turn's finished. Points picked up. Yes, first strike has been picked up here by the Drukhari. We can't pick up points yet for any objectives. That's going to be at the start of our turn 2. So turn 1 finished the Drukhari. They've swung around on this flank, and their firepower's been pretty effective here. They've caused damage against the Tau. Long strike is gone. Ghost killed down as well. So the Dark Eldar pick up some prizes here as their raid begins. The question is, can they withstand the counterfire that will undoubtedly come from this Tau gun line? We'll see. We'll go on to turn 1 now of the forces of the Tau Empire. Alright, so we're on turn 1 here for the Tau. Aaron's virtually finished his movement. So for the league here, it's been changed around, playing a fixed number of games for the season. It's most likely going to be 2 games per army. Potentially about 20 armies available here if we lump them all together, all the different armies that people have available. So 2 games each. It could be 3. We'll see how it goes. Going to keep it quite fluid this season just to see how it works out. But most likely 2 games. And then points being picked up for victories. And the slight chance if there's a draw as well as a point picked up as well for armies. Also, we'll keep a tally of points scored, victory points being scored. Also, that'll help separate out armies that are on the same number of points. Then we're going to get into about 2/3 of the way through the season. We'll go into playoffs. We'll take the top armies and let them play off against each other, and then we'll try and get 2 armies into the final, and then establish who wins the season. It's a bit more structure this year, and if we cap the number of games, it means that we should be able to play a nice sort of variety, lots of different armies and different battle combinations that we haven't seen before. So if there aren't details of that already on the channel, then it'll be forthcoming soon, so keep an eye out for that, just to give you an idea of the structure for Season 8. Tower movement, not too much. Breaches moving out. This unit's gone on to the objective on this right-hand side. Commander Ghost Tide's moved out. Advanced move made by him, just to...
Slight one, yeah.
So advanced move made. He does have vector manoeuvring thruster, so he can pull back 6 inches once he's fired. He is within range of the Drukhari Venom on that flank. Breaches across here, moving through. They can see through to the jet bikes, and then the Ghost Kill pushing forwards a little bit as well. But the Tau need to hold back here at this stage just to blast away the Drukhari as much as possible before moving out to claim objectives. So we're discussing the game here. The difficulty for the Tau is they're being pinned back though, and it is the very early stages of the game, but if the Drukhari can keep this up, they can keep the Tau back, then they may lose the firefight, but they might be able to harvest a load of victory points here for controlling more of the table and swamping more of these objectives than the Tau. So at the moment, Drukhari tactically are well placed, but the question is, can they withstand the blistering firepower that potentially can come from this Tau battle line? We'll go on to shooting phase next for the Tau. Here it comes. We'll see what kind of damage they can do. Right, so on Marker Lights first of all, the Cadre Fireblade could see through to this Venom. So 2s to hit, and then it's -1 for the -1 to hit rolls. That vehicle's protected by -1. It's a 5 if it is a hit, yep. Okay, so it's been marker lighted up. Yeah, it's a flicker field, it's called. The Knight shield is the 5+ invuln save.
First guy into the Void Raven bomb that's closest.
Yeah, here we go. 4+, gets -1 to hit rolls. No. Is he in range of the Ethereal? Ethereal's granted reroll 1s to hit rolls to units that haven't moved. Yep. So here it comes, the reroll.
Yep.
Gets the hit, okay.
And then this guy's going to do the same.
Yep, okay, here it comes.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 marker light hits. Okay, so that's good. 2 marker light hits on that Void Raven means that Aaron can fire the Seeker missiles at it at the ballistic skill of the firing unit. Right, so Aaron's going to play uplink marker light. He's going to try and go for a 5 or a 6 here. He's going to roll up to see what he gets. If he gets a 5 or a 6, it will be 5 marker light hits on that vehicle. Notes 4 have come through. There's a chance of increasing the ballistic skill, but that's not worked out. Okay, so marker light hits all done. We'll see what Aaron decides to fire with first. Right, so we're going to start with this Ghost Kill. See if we can get a bit of revenge here. It's going to go into this Venom. So 2 Fusion Blaster shots, first of all. Needing... Oh, boy. What's the date? It's fresh, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, it's fresh, yeah.
Okay, so 4s for hits. -1 is 5s for hits here against the Venom.
Yep.
No, they both missed. 6 shots with the Cyclic Iron Raker. Overcharging.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, here it comes.
That's 3.
3 hits, no mortal wounds being caused either, so that's very good. And 3s to wound.
That is 2 wounds.
Okay. We'll take 5+ invuln saves. Yeah, I rolled your dice there. Ah. And then the damage is D3. Not too bad. 3 wounds caused. The Venom's half destroyed. We'll take out Inert Suffering on the vehicle, which we're allowed to. Double 6. This is exactly why we've gone for that carball. Okay, so just the 1 wound being caused. Alright, so unit of Reavers here has been shot at by this unit of Breachers. 3 of them in range 10, so we'll do those first. 6 shots, needing 4s. And then that is strength
5 for those guys.
Yeah, and at -1 as well.
So it's 3 wounds.
3 go through. We'll take 5 up saves. No. So, Inert Suffering. Yeah, okay. So 1 biker gone and a wound taken on another. So I'll drop that one. And then we'll take a wound. Great. Okay. Next. We're in trouble here. It's going to be 14 shots from the others. They'll be at strength 4 though. They're further away. Looking for 4s. Starts to average out here with that number of dice. 1 more, and then 4s to wound. Now these Reavers have been caught out here by the Breachers, trying to protect the Tau gun line. That's the wounds that come through. So 4s to save this time. I'm going to keep the squad alive, and 6s to ignore. No, okay, 2 more wounds taken. So we'll take that model away, and that leaves the one with the blaster left alive and 1 wound remaining. Okay, so the Fire Warriors here. 5 of them can see through. There's a gap either side of these boxes. So 5 shots into hit. The other 3, range 30, they're going to go into this Venom just here. So need 4s. And 3s to wound, no. Strength 5, toughness 4. Yeah, 2 wounds make it through. 4+ to survive. Save 1. 6+, otherwise this unit's gone. Yeah, Reaver's destroyed. And that's first strike picked up. 3 shots into the Venom.
1 hit.
No, -1 to hit rolls. Yeah, for Venoms. Okay. So that's that unit of Fire Warriors complete. Still loads of Tau firepower still available here. Alright, so we're on Hammerhead number 2. He is in a damage bracket here, so his ballistic skill is going to be 4+. Firepower, smart missile systems going into this Venom. The railgun and the 2 Seeker missiles going into the Void Raven just here. I have played lightning fast reactions, so further -1 to the hit rolls. That means that this Hammerhead is going to be on a 6 to hit with its main weapons here. So the railgun, first of all, here it comes, needing a 6. No. 2 Seeker missile shots needing 6s. It would have been 5s here, but this jet making some manoeuvres to avoid the incoming firepower. It's worked so far. Smart missile systems next. It's going to be 8 shots into the Venom, and again it's -1 to the hit rolls for that vehicle, so just the 1. Oh, no, 4 come through. It's only -1, not -2. Yeah, that's fine. And force to wound, actually. We're all wounded. Okay. So we'll take 4 up armour saves. And 6s to ignore. No, another wound taken down to 4. Right, so around the other side here, Commander Ghost Tide is going to let loose with his quadruple fusion blasters into this venom. So 2s for hits, -1, -2 actually for advancing. So it's going to be 1 hit that comes through. 3s for a wound.
Yep.
Yeah, the wound comes through. We'll take a 5+ invuln save, which we don't pass. No, go on then. Here it comes. 3. Okay, and then we'll try and ignore the damage on 6+. Block 1. 2 wounds taken, 4 wounds remain. Okay, he's jumped back. He's now back here. Vectored manoeuvring thrust is that relic being used just to back out of trouble as much as possible. Okay, so next to shoot here, it's going to be one of the backline broadside units. It's a unit of 3 with the heavy rail rifles. Pretty well equipped actually for taking on flyers. Seeker missiles are going to be loosed as well. So, all the heavy rail rifle shots are going to go into this Razor Wing. That's going to be 6 shots. Then the Seeker missiles are going to go into this. Now, it's going to be 4s to hit, -1 to hit rolls for being hard to hit, and a further -1 for lightning fast reactions, and then +1 because Aaron is equipped with velocity trackers. It'll be 5s to hit with those on-use only Seeker missiles. So, railguns first, 6 shots, needing 4s because you have velocity trackers. You can reroll 1 because of the Imperial. 2 hits come through. Okay, 3s to wound. Now does he come on reroll here?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, okay, here it comes. It makes it through. Okay. 2 invuln saves of 5+. Do block 1. D6 damage. It's 5, respectable enough, and then 6s to ignore. No. So actually that flyer's been half destroyed here. It's only got 10 wounds. It's down to 5 wounds left. Next is the Seeker missiles. Just the 1 hit comes through. 3s to wound. No. The command reroll's been used. Okay. Have you harvested a command point yet this turn?
No.
No. So, command reroll.
Nope.
No. Okay.
And then for your reroll as well.
Yes, another one to come through here.
Yep.
No, just trying to pick that up. That's with the Pure Tide Engram Neurochip relic. Alright, so across here, the other unit of broadsides, so the ones with the high yield missile pods, one of the high yield missile pods has no target, the other one can just about see through to here, so you're going to get 8 shots from that, and then all the smart missile systems can see, they're going to go into that venom as well, just trying to pick off the last 4 wounds, and Aaron's not going to fire with the Seeker missiles from that squad, it's going to hang on with those. So smart missile systems here, 16 shots, rerolling 1s. This is the power that the Ethereal grants. Just managed to get another hit. It's actually 5s to hit here because of the flicker field, -1 to hit rolls. That really has helped it. Just the 4 hits coming through. And 4s to win though.
Just 1.
1 comes through. Okay. It's -1 to, actually because of advanced targeting systems, so we'll take a 5 up save. No. Damage 1, 6 up to block. Yes, we do. Okay. That's the Carbal of the Black Heart kicking in. So, high yield missile pod. This could cause trouble. This is D3 damage if these get through. Again, it's 5s for hits, rerolling 1s for the Ethereal's help. It's useful enough. Okay.
4 hits.
3s to wound.
All wounded.
4 wounded, now we're in trouble. It's going to be AP -2, so we're looking for 5+ invuln save. I've just got 2 dice, I'll reroll these twice here, that's fouled. And those 2 are blocked. Right, so it's 2d3 damage, we could stay alive. See what Aaron rolls here. 4 wounds have been caused. It's enough to destroy us unless we roll a 6. Right, Aaron's given me a couple of dice, so I've got 4 dice, here we go. 6s. Yeah. Okay, 1 wound remains on this pesky venom. There's no way of recovering wounds here for the Drukhari, so it will remain on 1 wound, but it's not been destroyed, and the occupants are safe for now. But Aaron's still got firepower here. The Fire Warriors may well be able to pick off the last wound. All right, Aaron's. We're going to lump it all together here. The Fire Warriors. Aaron's going to put all of their shots to try and pick off the last wound from this venom. 21 shots. Number of squads combining together. The ones that can see through the gap. They all need 5s. Ones can be re-rolled. Aaron's laughing here because his results aren't too good, but not too bad. Keep faith in the Tau dice. They will deliver the results that you need. And yeah, not bad because his strength 5 actually. So 5 wounds caused. I only got 4 dice to roll these up. Now we're gone. Save that one. So 4 wounds have come through. No, long gone. Okay, roll to see if we explode. We don't, and then the occupants inside to see if any of those are slain. So yeah, one of them dies, 4 will emerge. No, to suffering, I suppose I get that. Still dies. Alright, so we've tucked in just here. We're hidden away now. The breachers can't see us. We've avoided their ambush, and that actually marks the end of firepower here for the Tau and the end of their turn. So morale's going to be fine for these. We've just taken 1 casualty, and that's it. The squad that was around here was wiped out. Okay, so turn 1 finished. Bit of exchange of firepower from both sides here. I have to say the Drukhari have probably caused more trouble here on the Tau's left-hand flank. But it's early stages of this game. But we'll go on to the second turn coming up. Now, armies can start trading in or picking up command or victory points at the start of their turn. So Drukhari are lined up to pick up a few as they go into their turn 2, which is coming up next. Alright, so we're on turn 2 here for the Drukhari. They're refusing to disembark from their transports here. They're just getting closer to the tower as they push on with this assault. We've picked up 4 victory points here at the start of the turn for controlling objectives. This objective here, we had control of it before we moved off. The characters at the back, the one just tucked around here controlling this one. The Lamians, as we're pronouncing them here, this one, and this one, so that was 3, and then across all the way over here, we were controlling that objective as well. So 4 points picked up. A healthy amount of points being scored by the Drukhari here, but not stopping at that point. They're continuing to press ahead to get in amongst the tower here as they move forwards. Razorwing jet fighter on a damage bracket and has moved off across here. The Archon is just tucked in there. Most of these vehicles, including these 2 Void Raven bombers, still within range. Going on minimum speed at 20 inches to keep in range of him, to get the reroll ones to hit and to wound. Venom's pushing through, still keeping their units on board. The 2 Raiders have pushed through here as well, and then this unit of Bikers has strung out and takes control of this objective. The Ravager, this is around the other side of the board. The Ravager's the back end of it's just in range of this objective as we've moved across, but we do have a field of fire through in this direction to start firing on the Tau heavy weapons. We've moved up here with the disembarked unit of Carbolite Warriors, and the jet bikes that were here, they've moved across to take on the breachers who are on top of an objective at the moment. So that is movement done for the Drukhari. We'll go on to their shooting phase next. Right, so we'll start with this small unit of witches. They're inside the front venom. We're going to chuck a plasma grenade and then some splinter pistols into this unit of breachers. So plasma grenade, 5 shots, needing 3s, We'll just check our range. No, we're miles away from him, so not going to get to reroll ones. 3s to wound. And there's no rerolls available. It's AP -1 here for a plasma grenade, so... no, 3 casualties here. Grenade goes off in amongst the breaches. Then the pistols, it's just 3 shots, because one of them's equipped with a shard net and impaler. So 1 hit comes through. 4s to wound. Yep, normal save, 4+. Breacher saved. Okay, so 3 casualties so far. So then we'll fire the venom. It's a squad of fire warriors on the extreme right. We'll fire into them. Rapid fire, so it's going to be 12 shots. Going to start picking on that larger gun line for the tower. 3s to hit. All of them except 1. And then 4s to wound for this poisoned weapon. And that's awful. Just 3 have made it through. So 4+. 2 picked off. Okay, so the next venom, that has the warriors inside with the blaster. We'll put the blaster into here. And then rapid fire the rifles into the fire warriors. So 8 shots with that, with the rifles. Now this one is in range 6, so we're going to get to reroll this one, which misses. And then we're on 4s to wound. Yep, so 4 saves of 3+ for the crater. 2 casualties. Next is the blaster across here, needing a 3. Hits, 3s to wound. Yep, it's AP -4, it's a straight D6 damage. Oh, no, it is a 6. The hammerhead's gone. 6+ to blow up. It's deadly firepower here from the Drukhari. Hammerhead number 2 is no more. Yeah, it's just a little bit scary here from the Drukhari as they move through. I'm happy just to sit in their transports and head through the tower lines here, shooting as they go. So that's that one done. We'll go on to another one of the Venoms here. We've got the Raiders. Their units all open top transports here, so we can fire out as we move along. So the Archon that's just in here is on foot. He's going to fire his blaster. It's an assault weapon. So 3s for hit would be 2s, but 3s for a hit with him. He's hit the target. 3s to wound. It's going against this. Yep. 4+ invuln save.
Makes it.
Yes. Okay. It would have been 4s to hit, by the way, because of your -1 to hit rolls. We've still got you. So that invuln save was passed. So we'll go on to... there's an Archon inside the Raider. We'll again fire into this, needing a 3+ this time. Hits, wounds, and a 4+ invuln save again.
Nope.
No, it's going to be D6 damage.
No, go ahead.
Here it comes. 4 wounds caused. On the Ghost Kill, it's down to 6 wounds left. Succubus next. She's just inside this transport. She'll chuck some plasma grenades into that breacher team. 3 shots. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. AP -1. So 5s. Okay. 1 more casualty caused. Right, so the next Raider. This one, 2 units of witches are inside there, so we're going to chuck 2 plasma grenades, and the rest are going to fire their pistols, and it's all going to go into this unit of breachers. So 6 shots. Need 3s. Oh dear. 3s to wound. Oh, all wounded. 6 saves, AP -1. Grenades being thrown out of these transports here in amongst the tower. 4 casualties taken. Ouch. And then see if the pistols can finish that squad off. I'll fire both squads together. 6 shots left in total. So that's the hits. Re-rolling wound. Rolls of 1. Yep, so 3. 1. Okay, 1 more casualty caused. Just the squad leader left. This squad of Carbolight Warriors next. The blaster and all the rifles are going to go into the Ghost Kill. So the blaster, first of all, needing a 4. Yes, we got it. And then 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because it is in range of the Archon. No, so that's not gone through. Then the rifles, it's actually going to be 8 shots because in rapid fire range. So, need 4s. And then need 4s for poisoned weapon. Rerolling 1s. Yeah, 2. 2 3+. 2 3s, yeah, passed. So we'll go with the bikers here, 1 blaster, and then the rapid fire splinter rifles into the Ghost Kill. So blaster, needing a 4, has missed because of the -1. For the Ghost Kill Electro Warfare suit, And then it's going to be 4 shots with the rifles. 4s to wound. 2 more wounds, needing 3+.
Yep.
Passed again. Okay, this ghost kill's still very much alive. Then the firepower from the venom will go across into this fire warrior squad. So it's going to be 12 shots here because we're in rapid fire range. Needing 3s. That's all of them. 4s to wound. And we can reroll that one. So, 5. 3+ saves actually for cover. Just the one picked off. Yeah, this venom here hasn't fired yet. So we'll rapid fire into that front squad of fire warriors. They are in range for rapid fire. So we'll go for 12 shots. This is one of the reasons why I was trying to play quite aggressive with the Drukhari, just to get within that rapid fire range, just to increase our firepower. We are within range 6, so I'll reroll that one. 4s to wound. And reroll this one. 7. Needing saves of 4+ now, not in cover.
Just drop 2.
2. Right, 2 casualties caused. Right, so the Ravager is going to fire across against the front unit of broadsides. They're protected by drones, but we'll start the process here. Needing 3s to hit with the 3 Dark Lance shots. So 2 hits have made it through. So I'm going to roll against the toughness of that unit first of all. 3s to wound. 1 wound makes it through. Aaron, no doubt, will use a drone here, 2+. It's a dreaded 1, but it does have a command reroll on standby. Okay, here comes the command reroll. 2. Okay, so drone stepped in. The drone takes the damage no matter what it is, and it's a 5+ to keep that drone alive, because it's a shield drone.
Yep.
No, alright, so 1 shield drone can go, but it's protected the broadsides from that damage coming through. Used a command reroll. I'm going to roll a 6. Try and roll a 6 here. No, to harvest a command point. Aaron can do the same. No, that's for the pure tide engram neurochip. So, disintegrator cannon. It's coming from the Raider. We'll try and hit this one. So 4s for hits. Rerolling 1s. Just the 1 hit comes through. 1 wound. Aaron can take a 4+ invuln save.
Yep.
Passed. Okay. The next one is going to switch target. It's going to go for the broadsides at the back. You can see. So that's going to be 3s for hits. Rerolling 1s. Okay. 4s for wounds. It's strength 5, toughness 5. 2 wounds come through. So this is going to be AP -3 and 2 damage. So you can either take it on the broadsides or let drones try and intervene to protect that unit.
We'll just go for drones.
Drones, here it comes. 2 rolls of 2+. Double 1. Command point all used up. Yes, drones don't intervene. It's going to be 4 damage on one of those broadside models. Not destroyed, but a strange result there. One of the broadsides has taken some serious damage from the disintegrator cannon shots. Sorry, Aaron, 5 up saves here he gets because the wounds have come through against the broadsides. And you've rolled a double 6. Bizarre dice rolling, but it doesn't matter. Aaron will be happy enough with that result. So that damage has been negated entirely with double 6 being rolled. Okay, so most units down here, we've saved our flyers once again. Their firepower is available. Bit of shooting across the other side as well. Going to try and damage the breaches here. Right, so the bikers here, we'll offload all that we have into the breaches. So it's going to be 1 blaster. Misses the target. And then the rapid fire rifles, they've all hit. 4s to wound. 2 wounds come through. 4+ saves. This is on the breacher squad. One of them's brought down. And then the Carbolight Warriors, again, are going to offload all they have into the breacher team. So rifle shots is going to be 6. And those have all hit. 2 wounds come through. 2 more saves of 4+. Save that time. And then there's 1 blaster in that squad, which hits and wounds, and it's a dead model. Okay. Okay, 4 breaches left. Right, so we'll go on to the flyers now. Going to fire the Razor Wing. Going to put the 2 Dark Lances into here. It's 4s to hit within 6, so Aaron won't get the benefit of the Electro Warfare suit. Going to rapid fire the rifle shots into this squad of Fire Warriors, and then we're going to fire Necrotoxin missiles. Going to go after one of the fresh units of drones. So Necrotoxin missiles, 3d3 shots. So that's going to be 7 shots. Getting 4s because of our damage. Oh, wish the Archon was nearby, but he's not. So we have to negate all of those. And then 2s to wound. And I can't reroll that one. It's just the 1 wound comes through. No minus, 4+ in one, so passed. 0 damage on the drones. 2 shots, see if we can get a hit here. This is with the Dark Lancers. Again, I wish the Archon was nearby. But 1 comes through. Again, wish the Archon was nearby. Oh, blast. Okay. And then the rifle, twin rifle shots, so it's going to be 4 shots into the Fire Warriors. Again, if the Archon was nearby. And again, if the Archon was nearby. Oh, dear. So I couldn't get him within range. He's gone off by himself, and his firepower, as you've seen there, has been severely affected. This is why the Drukhari have clustered together around this Archon here, who's granting the reroll 1s to hit and the reroll 1s to wound with the Relic. Okay, so 2 Void Raven Bombers are within range 6, so they're going to get the reroll 1s to hit and to wound. Alright, so we go to this Void Raven Bomber here. Going to put the Shatterfield missiles into one of the fresh units of drones, and then we're going to put the 2 Void Lancers into the Ghost Kill here in range 6. It's going to be straight 3s to hit. Aye, the Archon's nearby. Still misses. Not so good here. Shatterfield missiles now going against the drones. Just the 2 shots. Reroll. 2 hits. And 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds come through. 4 up in 1 saves.
1 hit.
And 5+ to keep alive because it's a shield drone. No, alright, so 1 drone picked off. Alright, the next Void Raven Bomber. It's going to go Shatterfield missiles into the drones, and then we'll put 2 Void Lance shots into the front unit broadsides, the ones with the high up missile pods. So 2 Void Lances first. Rerolling 1s. 2 hits. Strength 9s, 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s. Yep, so 2 wounds to come through. So Aaron will take. Yeah, try and put drones into these.
Yeah,
1 makes it through. Yeah.
So the drone first then?
Yes, the drone's gone unless Aaron rolls a 5+. No,
Yep.
so 1 drone removed, and Aaron can choose which unit it comes from. There it goes.
And then
-4, so a 6 up to block this.
No.
No, alright, so it's going to be D6 damage. It's a 3 caused here. And then the Shatterfield missiles. This is virtually all the firepower now from the Drukhari. So that's going to be 6 shots. Try to pick off drones here. Reroll those 2. And then 3s to wound. Rerolling wounds for that weapon. Yep, AP -1. 4+ in 1 saves here for the drones. 2. Yeah, and then 5+ is to stay alive because they're shield drones.
Yep.
No, right, 2 more drones picked off. Alright, so turn's finished here. We're not going to do any charges. We're tempted to charge across here, but Aaron get 5+ to hit on 2 shots. Strength 6 -2. So we're going to leave it there with the Reavers. So they're not going to charge in. Then across here, if we charge these, then Aaron's going to get to Overwatch with the Ghost Kill. And it's all 5+ here. It's Tau Sept, so it's 5+ for their Overwatch. So Drukhari are going to leave it here, just moving in amongst the Tau, causing casualties. We'll let Aaron roll up for some morale results, number of units taking casualties. That'll round off turn 2 here for the Drukhari. Yeah, just the morale resolved across here. Units around here are fine, all within range, or the Fire Warrior units within range of the Imperial. Across here, Aaron rolled low enough to keep the shield drone in play. Pass morale across here, no problem. Pass morale here, but this breach, the last one left, 9 casualties, he has gone. So this is the shape of the battle here. Drukhari closing in. This is the range that they're at, pushing in towards the Tau gun line. Not disembarking at this stage. They're patient hunters here as they go after the Tau in this first Season 8 encounter. We go on to turn 2. I have to say the Tau need a really good shooting phase here to try and blunt this Drukhari advance. The battle's far from over here, but the Drukhari are giving a good account of themselves so far. We'll go on to turn 2 for the Tau, see what Commander Ghosttide can do. Alright, so moving for the Tau. Filming from this end here, usually it's from one long table edge to the other that we view the battle reports, but it's one end of the board to the next here. Drukhari closing in. Tau Empire have completed their move. Sense of Stone being granted by the Pharaoh. So 6 is to ignore damage for these units that are in range. The commander's jumped across and has used his Master of War ability for Koyan. So it's going to be reroll failed hit rolls for all units that remain stationary within 6 inches. So this entire block here is now going to get to reroll its failed hit rolls as the Tau prepare to try and unleash a display of firepower against the Drukhari as they close in. Fire Warriors have remained stationary just here. The Ghost Kill has moved across in that direction, and then Aaron used 2 command points to restore 2 wounds back onto the broadside just here. It's just taken 1 wound in total. That's the automated repair system stratagem. Did you use the Pure Tide Engram Neurochip? No, here comes a 6+ for that. No, we've already rolled up for our Warlord trait to get that command point back, and we didn't roll a 6. So we'll go on to shooting phase just to mention command or victory points been picked up. Troops choice, start of Aaron's turn, he's picked up a point for that, and clinging on to this objective here in this crater as well. So a point picked up there. So 4 points picked up by the Drukhari, but 2 for the Tau, which isn't too bad. Just 2 points behind as far as picking up objective points is concerned. We'll go on to shooting phase now. We'll see what the Tau can do. So we're just talking about the shooting phase. Saying that Aaron's lined up to do pretty good here with all the reroll hits and so on. He's decent firepower. He's locked in this block here. And even if he has a bad round of shooting, it's still going to be very difficult for the Drukhari to try and break in here. It's going to be 5+ Overwatch and supporting fire coming in from units as well. So it will be difficult here for the Drukhari to break in here. But we'll press on and see what kind of damage Aaron can do. So he's going to choose carefully where his firepower is going to go. Marker lights first, yep. Right, Cadre Fireblade's going to mark up, or marker light the Raider. That's the unit with the transport with the Incubi inside.
You can
reroll failed hit rolls, yes, he can. And he's rolled another one. Okay, so not managed to hit the target. They're just marker light shots coming through first of all. There's 2 Firesight marksmen that haven't moved, available to try and mark up targets as well. Right, so this is going to roll both at the same time. Both of these are going to go into that Ravager. Going to try and marker light that up. 3s. 2. So that's going to be enough to let you loose with your Seeker missiles against that target. Okay, so breaches are going to start here. 8 shots into the jet bikes. Beginning to regret not charging here, but this is the firepower.
They're 4s, 5s.
Straight 4s, no, you're right. It's normal 4s to hit here. And then it's going to be 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. -2, so 6s to block. No, and then 6s to block again. No, alright, so that's the biker brought down. Alright, so 8 Fire Warriors at the front. The Iron Rapid Fire range, volley fire range as well with the Cadre Fireblade. So 24 shots are going to go into the bikers here. So Tau looking to blast the Drukhari off the board here. 4s for hits.
Rerolling fields.
Yeah, so reroll everything. Oh man. Commander Ghost Tide just at the right point. Has given the order for Koyan here. Those bikers are going to be toast here. Okay, so it's going to strength 5 as well. Toughness 4. So it's going to be 3s to wound. This is it. This is how Tau dice should be rolled. Whole handfuls of them. So loads of saves to make.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7. I roll 7 saves. That's going to kill off 1 biker. And Aaron's going to keep counting it.
4, 6, 8, 9, 10. 3s? 11, 12.
Yes.
13 in total.
13 in total, so I'm going to roll another 6 saves. Then 4 pluses. No. Alright, so bikers wiped out. They're gone. Alright, so 10 shots here. Going to come from this squad. Not in rapid fire range this time. Going against the Carbolight Warriors on top of the building. We'll get cover, so they'll get a 4-up save. So 4s for hits. Rerolling everything here for Koyan. Very, very useful. This is revenge of the rerolls here. We've been rerolling 1s, but Aaron's just for 1 turn gets to reroll everything here for these units.
Okay, so that's 6.
6 saves. Then 4 pluses. Okay. 6 is to ignore damage, actually. Yep, so 2 casualties taken, 2 rifles can go. I forgot about the bikers. I'll just roll their wounds. 6 is to ignore. Nothing. Anyway, so they are definitely gone. That's fine. Just didn't pass any of the inert suffering with them. Okay.
Okay, so there's a unit
unit
here which has
yes.
in it, I think.
Yes, they took 2 casualties. So this unit's left just here. They have their firepower next. So range 30, they are going to go into the Carbonite Warriors. Just 2 of them left down top of that building. Okay. Okay, loads of hits. Here come the wounds. Another 6.
Yep.
Okay. 4 pluses. And then 6s. No, squad wiped out. That means that blaster's gone as well, so that squad can be removed. Good shooting here from the tower, just clearing away some of the Drukhari units. Right, Commander Ghost Side next is within range 18 of this Void Raven bomber. We'll play lightning fast reactions. So 6+ to keep a command point. No. Aaron can do the same. No. 2 command points taken. Aaron deduct those off my total for me. Yep. Okay. So -1, -2 to the hit rolls. 2s to hit. 3s, 4s to hit. The 1s can be re-rolled. Yes.
Okay.
They all hit. Oh, Commander Ghost Tide. 3s to wound.
And I might use a command point on that.
To get a full house here, yeah. Yeah, well done. Okay. So it's AP minus loads, AP minus 4. So we'll take 5+ invuln saves here on this flyer. Pass 2. I'm going to do a command reroll just on the off chance. Got it. Oh, okay. 6+ to keep. No. 6+ for the pure tide. Yes, there you go. You get a bonus command point for that. Okay. And then the damage 1d6 would have been 2. And then just to see if you want to see what it would have been. Do you want to see what your damage would have been on the other? Yeah, another 5. It would have been another 5. Oh no. 6 is to ignore damage. No. Okay. A straight 5 wounds taken. 7 wounds left on the Void Raven bomber. Alright, so we're going to go into a really important set of dice rolls here. It's going to be the firepower that comes from this broadside squad. This is game changer here. If Aaron gets a really good result, then it's going to cause trouble for the Drukhari. So the 2 Seeker missiles and the high yield missile pods are going to go after the Ravager. Their firepower is enough to destroy that thing, if potentially. Then the smart missile systems are going to go into this front Venom just here. This is the heavy guns here. See how effective they are. So
Seeker missiles?
2 Seeker missiles here. Yeah, this is because you've got yourself 2 marker light hits, so you can fire a normal ballistic skill, which is going to be 4+ here. Both of those can be re-rolled because of the Koyan. 1 hit comes through. 3s to wound. Yes. Okay. 5+ in 1 save. Passed on a 6. Infuriating. Okay. Okay. So
16. Yeah.
16 shots from the high yield missile pods. This could shred the Ravager here. So rolling up to hit needing 4s. There's no minuses involved, so the whole lot can be re-rolled. Any misses. So they've all hit except 1. That's horrendously good. And then it's going to be 3s to wound here at strength 7. And loads of wounds have come through. Some have failed, but
3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
11. Alright, we are in serious trouble. Okay. 5+ in 1 saves. Now we are going to be 8d3 damage. It's going to get it. Oh no! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are destroyed unless we roll any 6s. It statistically should roll 1 at least. Roll 3. 7 wounds taken. 3 wounds remain on the Ravager. It's still alive, but it's been hit hard here by the high yield missile pods. But I'm very grateful for that Carbonite trait. 6s ignoring damage. It's helped out a number of times here in the previous games that were played on the Plus channel. It helped out the Drukhari there in their warm-up battles from last season.
Smart missiles?
Yeah, smart missile systems. See if they shred away the wounds on this lead Venom. Re-rolling all the failed hit rolls. No, you're re-rolling The 4s, you're stuck with the 4s because they turn into misses with the modifiers. They can all be removed, but the 1s, 2s, and 3s can be re-rolled. Yeah, we've got that right. Okay, and again, the 1s, 2, 3s, and 4s can be removed. That just leaves us with that. Force to wound, strength 5, toughness 5. 2 come through, AP -1, so we'll take 5+ saves or invuln saves. Pass 1, 6+ to ignore damage. No, alright, so 1 wound taken on the front venom. 3 wounds left. So, nasty damage, but not as bad as it could have been. Both targets are still alive. So, again, a difficult choice, an important choice to make with the firepower that's going to come from this back unit of broadsides. Alright, it's been a tough choice. Aaron has played focused fire. It's been put onto this Void Raven bomber just to increase the possibility of scoring wounds. I'm going to try and roll a 6 here to harvest a command point. No. And you've already got yours for your pure tide engram neurochip. Okay. I'm not going to play Agents of Vector. I'm burning through my command points. It is expensive. We'll let Aaron have this one. So it's been declared as all the plasma shots are in range. It's going to get 6 of those shots. It's going to go into the Void Raven bomber. And then one of these is going to shoot at it as well with the heavy rail rifle. Then the other 2, that's going to be 4 shots, are going to go into the Ravager to try and pick off the last wounds from that. Again, this is an important bit of firepower to come. So here it comes. This is the plasma rifles. So Aaron's armed with velocity trackers, so 3s to hit, and then it's -1 to hit rolls, -2 to hit rolls here because of lightning fast reactions. We'll just calculate what does hit and what hasn't. Yeah, so we're just trying to work out rerolls and modifiers and so on. So those sit as they are, those can be rerolled. That 222 can be rerolled. Okay, and then now it's modifiers. So Aaron's on +1 to hit, 3s to hit, and then -2 for lightning fast reactions and hard to hit as well. So the 5s and 6s become hits. Actually, just 1 has made it through. Force to wound becomes 3s to wound because of focused fire. 5+ invuln save. Not blocked, just 1 damage. 6+. No, alright, it's down to 6 wounds left on the Void Raven bomber. 2 shots now with the heavy rail rifle. And that 1 can be re-rolled. It's a 4, which is a miss, and then 3s to or 2s to wound. Yeah, well done. That wound comes through. 5+. No. Yeah, my command reroll's been used up, so there's nothing I can do to block this. So here comes the damage. Just a 4, it's a good score. 6s to ignore. None. So down to 2 wounds left on the Void Raven bomber. Yeah, now is the 2 heavy rail rifles into the Ravager. Straight 3s to hit. There's no minuses involved now, and they've all hit their target. Oh no, none. Triple 1 and a 2. Disaster struck at this point. The wounds haven't come through against the Ravager. Wondering if your command reroll's been used. I don't
think I have.
Think so. Yeah, here it comes. Then here comes the reroll.
Okay, there's 1.
1 hit. Okay, or 1 wound.
1 wound. Yeah.
That causes a mortal wound as well. So well done. We'll take a 5+ invuln save, which we don't pass. The mortal wound, we'll see if we can ignore that on a 6. We do. And then we'll check that in a moment if a nerd to suffering ignores mortal wounds. But Aaron can roll his damage. If he rolls high enough, this vehicle's going to go. It's a 2. This is going to be close. 6s to ignore. No. So we seriously need to check out if we can ignore mortal wounds with a nerd to suffering. We'll just check that now in the rulebook. Yeah, it's if you lose a wound. So we reckon we get it. So we're going to keep the Ravager alive. So that model has 1 wound remaining. Alright, all is not lost. Fire Warriors here. They can see through to the Ravager. See if they can pick off a wound. This is desperate stuff here. But it's very good shooting. 5s to wound though. Oh no. Oh no. 4 pluses. Oh, triple 1. It's only fair. I was due to roll a terrible dice unless I roll 666. No. Well done, Derek. Good spot there with the shooting. And it doesn't explode, but Ravager finally is gone. And Aaron removed it from plane, throw it across the other side of the board. Okay, well done. All right, we really thought Aaron was going to go for some deadly shooting here. It was going to be this ghost kill into the flyer, but he's on a damage bracket, and we're on -2 to the hit rolls, so he cannot be shot at all. So that Void Raven is safe. So Aaron's going to elect another target with this Ghost Kill. So he's going to go into this Raider here. It's the left-hand one. So that means you'll be on... Well, you'll be on...
Fives.
Fives to hit, yeah.
Yep.
So double Fusion Blaster. There's enough firepower here to bring this thing down if it rolls well. No, 2 3s. And then a guaranteed 6 shots. Going to overcharge into the Raider. No mortal wounds. And 4 hits. It's good. 3s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds. Or 3 wounds. 5+ in 1 saves. None. Yeah, it's D3. It's D3 damage for overcharge. Yeah, 3 of them. It's a brilliant roll. It's 8 wounds caused. Almost brought the vehicle down. Drukhari can only stay in their transports for so long. And no 6s at all. So down to 2 wounds left on that Raider. Good damage being caused there by the Ghost Kill. The Drukhari regretting not bringing that battlesuit down. And that actually marks the end of the turn here. So Drukhari have taken some damage, but they're holding their own here against the tower at this stage of the game. We're going to head on to the middle stage here, turn 3. At what point do the Drukhari make their attack? If they disembark and try and charge now, there's a lot of protection here for these units, and it could be costly. The Drukhari may have to hold off for another turn, but we'll go on to turn 3 for them next. We'll harvest some points being picked up. Should be able to pick up another 4. So Drukhari keeping a good tally of points for our first game of the season. An enjoyable clash so far, but it's still yet to reach a climax for sure. Drukhari not emerging from their transports, and the Tau have been assaulted heavily in this sector. Not much of them left, but across here still very strong in this sector of the board. We're going to turn 3 now for the Dark Kin. Alright, so we're on turn 3 here for the Drukhari. So the Carbolite detachment, that's got as far as getting auto-pass morale for its units, for its power from pain ability. So movement is complete. We've picked up 3 victory points here for objectives that we control, and the Drukhari now attempting to push the Tau off of the 2 objectives that they have at the moment. That's this one here, and this objective down here as well. 4 wounds being caused here. That was from this Void Raven flew across, the unit was spread out across to here, and as we flew over we dropped our Void Mine, and then across here we dropped a Void Mine. Aaron blocked 2 of those wounds coming through a Sense of Stone, but 4 casualties take on this Fire Warrior squad, and 4 casualties on this squad just here. So again, we haven't disembarked with most of our units, just keeping them inside their transports for as long as possible. If we disembark, we've blown off the board here by Tower Firepower. If Aaron manages to get close range volleys against the Drukhari infantry units, they'll be wiped out. So we're staying inside our transports for now. This one's only gone 6 inches on just 2 wounds left to slow down to 6-inch move. The others have moved ahead virtually at full speed. An advanced move made by this Archon. Units staying within 6 inches, including this Void Raven, to get their rerolls hit, reroll 1s to hit and reroll 1s to wound. Then turning and going 20 with the Razorwing. This Void Raven's gone across. Then we've disembarked with the Succubus and a unit of Witches moving through to take on the Breachers and this objective. The Succubus advanced, but the Witches didn't. Across here, this Venom's moved across, ready to throw grenades and shoot into these Fire Warriors just here. And the Bikers electing to remain on the objective. And then the 2 Lamians at the other end of the table continue to sit on top of objectives. So movement's complete here. Drukhari, they're patient as they try and close in for the kill against the tower. Go on to their firepower next. This is the crucial turn here. This is make or break for both sides. So we're going to fire down here. I'm going to chuck some plasma grenades, and the pistols can fire as well from that witch squad. I'm going to try and take out the breachers just with shooting instead of having to charge them. So from the witches, first of all, plasma grenade from one of the witches. Yep, 5 shots. Those are hits. Reroll. We'll check if we can reroll that 1 because the Succubus is nearby. It may be for shooting. No, it's only in the fight phase. Not quite as good as Narcon. So we're on 3s to wound. No rerolls available. 2 have made it through. AP -1. 2 4s, but it's -1s. 2 breaches are gone. Then we'll fire pistols here. So it's going to be 3 regular pistols. Can't reroll the ones. Force to wound. Yeah, wound comes through. Normal save, 4+. Pass that one. And then there's also 1 blast pistol, which hits and doesn't wound. Not a 1. Okay. Succubus next. Going to throw a plasma grenade. 2 shots. 2s to hit. And then 3s to wound. Yep, and it's -1.
Yep.
Okay, so 1 more casualty. Just the 1 breacher left. So this Raider next unit, which is inside, going to chuck a plasma grenade once again, a blast pistol, and then some splinter pistol shots as well. So plasma grenade, 2 shots, 2 hits, 2 wounds, playing whole facing here for dice, that's 2 wounds that made it through, and 2 fire warriors, that's from the front squad. Then blast pistol, hits, and kills, so another fire warrior gone. Sense of stone actually, Aaron, aren't we? On, yeah. So 2 saves, 2 6+s here first of all, just for the 1 damage that came through, and then the pistol was 2 damage, so double 6 to stay alive. No. Okay. Then we're on regular pistol shots. So it's going to be 3. We're on reroll 1s now because of the Archon. Still missed. 2 wounds come through on 4+s. And save those 2. All right. Which is inside this Venom. Going to repeat the same process. So one of them is going to chuck a plasma grenade. 4 shots. Rerolling 1s for the Archon nearby. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through. This is at -1. Just grinding away here at the tower. 2 more fire warriors brought down. Safe from inside our transports here. It's annoying for the tower. And then it's going to be a blast pistol. Hits. It's a kill. Straight AP -4. Oh, hang on. We're on D6, 3. So 3 6s required for Sense of Stone. And the other 2 that died. 6s.
Oh,
1 stayed alive. Okay, so 1 model can be returned.
That guy off then.
Fine. Okay, yeah. All up to date. And then 3 pistol shots, so we'll hit. Rerolling 1s to wound. Yep, 3 wounds. 4+s. Passed all of those. Next one, this has got Carbonite Warriors inside. We'll put the rifle shots into that front squad of Fire Warriors, and then we'll go for a shot against him with the blaster. So the blaster shot misses. Then we'll go for rifle shots, which is actually going to be 8 shots into that front squad of Fire Warriors. Rerolling the 1s. 4s to wound. 3. 2 and then 6s. On 2 of them. No, okay, 2 more Fire Warriors gone. Looks like it's just the squad leader left. Going to try and poison the drones now, so it's going to be rapid fire shots. Going to go into the healthier squad here, so it's going to be 12 shots. We've got a line of sight to them now, so I'm going to try and pick them off.
4 man.
Yeah, the 4 drone squad. So they've all hit. This is from one of the Venoms here. It's going to be 4s to wound, and I can reroll this 1. Unbelievable! It's 9 casualties here. 9 wounds being caused. There's 5 have got through, and then Aaron can roll 5+s to stay alive. But drones have been picked off here. This is trouble for the tower. 5+s. A bit of a recovery at 3 of them gone. So we've got a squad of 1, 1 and 2. So I'm going to put 6 shots, fire 1 of the splinter cannons into that one, 1 of the splinter cannons into the white one just at the back here. We'll work it that way. In rapid fire range, which is 18. So the first one, going against the one at the back. Reroll those 2 for that Archon. 4s to wound. Just the 1 wound makes it through. 4+ save. Yep. Yes. Then into the squad of 2. Reroll this one. 4s to wound. 2 more. 4+ saves. Failed 1. 5+ to stay alive.
Yep.
Yes, alright, so no damage coming through. Okay, we'll go to this one. It's not in rapid fire. I'm going to try and pick on these lone drones here. Just going to be 3 shots. Going to fire each cannon at each of these drones. The first one, they've all hit. It's going to be 4s to wound. Yeah, 2 wounds come through, 2 4+s. This is on the white drone. Ah, passed both of those. Good dice rolling. 3s against the next one. They've all hit. 4s to wound. Rerolling 1s because this model's in range as well of the Archon. 2 hit. Got him. 5+ to stay alive. No, alright, so that's that drone there. Yeah, so he's gone. Okay, but there's still crucially 3 drones to help protect these broadsides. So I'm going to go around here now. I'm going to fire these into the Ghost Kill just to see if we can pick up some damage. So the rapid fire rifles. That range there, I'll just check. So out of range 6, those 2 have become misses. 4s to wound. No wounds. See if the blaster can get a hit. It does hit. 3s to wound. Yes, 4+ invuln save. Important roll here for this Ghost. 6, well done. Alright, so it stays alive. That's the shield generator kicking in. So the crew from here, 8 shots with the rifles, and then the blaster into him. Rerolling once, because we are in range. 4s to wound, and it's rerolling once. 3. 3 up saves.
Drop 1.
Drop 1, okay. It's down to 1 squad member left. Then the blaster's been declared across here. Got the hit just about. Didn't get the wound. Reroll 1s to wound because the Archon gets the wound. 4+ invuln save. No. Command reroll or not is the question. A 4+ will bring this thing down. Yeah, here it comes.
Nope.
No, we'll try and harvest that on a 6. No. No, here comes the damage. Dice of 5, Ghost Kill's gone. Okay, so we've got plenty of firepower left, but it's getting to a point now where I can't independently fire at these drones. It's going to have to come from models that are equipped with the heavy guns as well. I'm going to fire some of the flyers next. I think we've resolved all of the Venoms and their crew. This Raider as well. And we've got disintegrator cannons still available here. Might shoot with those next. Yeah, we'll use this disintegrator cannon here. It's a bit overkill, but we'll try and get a hit here. It's 5+ because of our damage. There's the hit. Reroll this one. No. 3s to wound. Dice has gone off the board. Wound comes through. Save -3. 6+ for a save. Here for cover. Nope, and that's the end of him, so he's been wiped out. Just kicking the tower off of that objective. Okay, so going to fire this Void Raven bomber. Shatterfield missiles into this 2-man squad of drones, and then 2 Void lances into these broadsides just here. So the Shatterfield missiles, first of all, D6 shots, 3. 5s for hits because of our damage. No rerolls available. 3s to wound. It's rerollable. Shatterfield missile, and no. Next is the 2 Void Lancers. Need 5s. Got a hit. 3s to wound. Yeah, the wound comes through. You're going to put a drone onto this. So 2+ for a drone. Yeah, so the drone takes the wound. It's 5+ to stay alive. It does its job. Well done. Okay. So don't even remove model from place. Excellent work from the drones. Going to fire the Razor Wing here. It's going to go rapid fire with the splinter rifles into this drone. It's neurotoxin missiles into here, and then 2 dark lances into that. So we'll go for, try and kill off the drones first. So rapid fire with the splinter rifles. Rerolling ones, no. So we're just on 1 hit. 4s for a wound. Yeah, 1 wound comes through. 4+ save. It's on this drone just here. Yep. No, and then a 5+ to ignore the damage. Yep. No, right, so that's that drone gone. Then 3d3 shots with the toxin missiles. 7 shots here. Then 4s. No rerolls, just out of range of the Archon. And 2s to wound here. Yeah, 3. So 3 saves of 4+. This is the last of the drones. Aaron's kept one of them alive, and a 5+ to ignore. Nope. Alright, 1 drone left. Dark Lance shots into that squad. 1 hit comes through. 1 wound comes through. The last drone surely be used here on a 2+. It does. 5+ to keep that drone alive. Yep. It doesn't. It's done its job. It's protected. The broadside's here, but there's no drones left. But the Drukhari just have 1 Void Raven bomber left. It's going to unleash all of its firepower into these. Okay, so here it goes. 2, and it's within range 6 of the Archon. So 3s to hit. They both hit the target. 3s to wound. It's AP -4. So you can get 6s. AP -4. Yeah. 6+s.
Pass.
Okay, passes 1, well done. Damage is a 2. I'm going to command reroll that. And get a 1. 6 plus to ignore.
Nope.
For sense of stone. No, it's just 1 wound taken. And then Shatterfield missiles here. D6 shots, 3 shots. They've all hit. 3 to wound. Rerollable. Yep. And it's AP -1. So 3 plus saves. Triple fire, well done. Okay, so the broadsides have survived, but crucially now their drone support is gone. Yeah, so we're counting down. 4 wounds left on the broadside here. Shooting phase finished for the Drukhari. We'll go on to their charges. There's a couple of charges potentially that we can do. We'll go on to that next. Okay, so Drukhari just going for 1 charge. The Succubus charging in across here. No damage from Overwatch. We made in rolled an 11 for our charge. We've gone in against that Breacher just to try and clear it off the objective. So we're going to go straight into our attacks here. 4 attacks, needing 2s. Rerolling 1s. Yeah, whole face, it's a 2. And then 2s to wound. It's the Blood Glaive, so it's fighting at strength 6. So those wounds have made it through. And it's AP -3. It's D3 damage. 7 wounds taken. Squad leader's gone. So we'll sit where we are. Happy to hold on to that objective. There's a unit of witches just tucked behind there as well, but that objective has been cleared of Tau as well. So it's been a patient raid here from the Drukhari, just relying on their transports for protection. It's paid off so far as they continue to close in against the Tau, which really their resistance is just focused in this area here. We'll go on to the next turn. A bit of morale actually to resolve. We'll get that resolved next. Okay, so we're looking at turn 3. We're just pausing the game here and thinking seriously about continuing because tactically here, the tower surrounded by the Drukhari. We're saying that with Aaron's firepower, it's not going to be enough here to wipe out all of these units because then he's got to stop these and then break out onto the objectives and clear those. And the tower have been so constricted here. A stranglehold has been laid upon them by the Drukhari. And so the points, for example, this next turn coming up, the tower pick up 0 points and on any objectives. Even if they stop the Drukhari advance, Drukhari is still going to be picking up victory points for the back objectives that they've been controlling since the early stages of the game. 6, right? We just reckon the Drukhari next turn potentially pick up 6 points. Now, what's interesting about the league is the points difference involved. If the Tau continue the game, it means the Drukhari are going to start racking up a load of victory points here, and that's going to help them in the league. So, Aaron reckons tactically to concede at this point to deny the Drukhari some extra victory points as well. So we're going to end it at this point. There's been a bit of a shock here in this game. The Drukhari have oppressed the Tau in this game right from the very start. Almost matched, even surpassed the Tau firepower at times. They've proved quite resilient. Just a load of targets to try and deal with. These flyers have been a nightmare. The Drukhari refusing to get out of their transports and laying down a blanket of covering firepower as they've closed in. They would have disembarked at the right point to go after the Tau, but that point has been cut short here as the Tau will flee the battlefield and rally themselves to fight again another time. A significant result because as this new league starts out, every game is important now, right from the very start, with a limited number of games that the factions can play. Drukhari off to an excellent start, and they've caused an upset here, even right at the start of this season. But that's the kind of league that we're hoping for Season 8, as there's many factions lined up here to take part as the new season begins. But in this particular fight, the Drukhari raid has been successful, and the Tau will have to retreat and live to fight another day. So you must get a final score in points just to go onto the leaderboard. So total points for the Drukhari is 9. So 7 points for objectives being picked up. First strike was picked up, and then obviously Linebreaker being picked up as well. So it's 9 points in total. Tau picked up 2 points for holding on to objectives, and then 1 point for first strike available to them also. So 9-3 the final score. It is a clear victory to the Drukhari. So an excellent start to their campaign as they make a return to regular battles on YouTube. So there it is. The season has begun. We've seen these two sides collide. Keep a lookout for more battle reports here on YouTube, and then to see the other half of the battle reports for Season 8, they will be over on the Plus channel. So thanks to Aaron Allen for taking part. Great battle. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time. Alright, so some interesting choices here for units of the game. Aaron's going to give it to drones. If it wasn't for them, these units here potentially would have been wiped out quite quickly. So, as per usual for the Tau, the drones helping out for sure. A humble unit compared to some of the larger vehicles and battle suits, but the drones tactically very, very useful in helping to protect vital units for the Tau. So Aaron's given it to them. And then an interesting choice for the Drukhari. I've gone for the Venoms. Their firepower has been blistering here in this game, and they've offered decent protection. An interesting vehicle, -1 to hit rolls against them. 5+ invuln save as well, and helping to protect their occupants as well. So that's units of the game for both sides.